Alright, we're live.
Hello.
Let you control the mouse and keyboard, I guess.
Hey. Looks like we have Dave and Green Gables Homestead and Pamela and Robin. Ryan Hokusons. Hello. Do we sound okay? Do we look okay? Can you click on that?
Yeah, click on that and go to participants. See a few other. Oh, we called them.
Yeah.
Well, welcome everybody. Thanks for joining us tonight. We're just gonna wait a couple minutes here for people to join. How is everyone?
Awesome. MMB Homestead says we sound and look great. Thank you.
Hey Melody, Ryan, love you guys.
Bunny love. I know, isn't it cute? It's been hanging out with us. Sam's got a few bunnies. We have 7, but there's a couple that he likes that he brings in, hangs out with us.
This one's got a little tuft of extra fluff right there.
Yeah. His mom has that too. I was telling Emma we should do a little ponytail. We could style the bunnies. That could be a new business, right? Awesome. So Ryan Hokuson says, what's up in Franklin, Idaho? Not much.
Clouds.
We got a little bit of a rainstorm, so that was super happy. But
Well, tonight, before we talk about rabbits, anybody got any cool plans for the 4th of July coming up? If you're not from the States, just enjoy the conversation for a minute.
do we have any cool plans for the 4th?
We got lots of projects we got to get done around the homestead. I'm going to take the entire week off next week from work, so I'm hoping we can get some cool videos out. There's a few things that we definitely need to get done. You know, the garage and shop is completely out of control. But cleaning that, I don't think you want to see us cleaning. I'm probably going to work on building a new pig feeder, even though the pigs are going to slaughter soon.
They're ridiculous.
I thought I'd take the opportunity to, since I don't really need that one, build a new one.
Looks like Holler Homestead is here. Thanks for joining us, guys.
Hey, guys.
And Michelle Cutler, she had surgery today, so hopefully you don't stay too long. Get some rest.
Thanks for those ribs, right? She's the one
yes, yes, she gave us some ribs. She's got a fun little channel. You guys should check it out.
We had those on Father's Day, right?
Yes, yes. So that was super fun. Holler Homestead has a great channel. We enjoy watching them. And I should know everybody that has channels on here. I don't. So put your channel up here so we can say, hey, they've got a channel. We should all check them out. Canada Day is on the 1st here. So Dave, you're in Canada? That's awesome. Ooh, CBW, my brain. Having a tooth pulled on the 3rd, so it'll be soft foods for me. Watermelon is a soft food. That's like a 4th of July food, isn't it?
Sure, if you like them. I don't.
Awesome. And Michelle's getting her goats on the 3rd. I want goats.
Someday.
The source we've been getting our milk from, they're drying up until they have more kids. And I'm just like, no, we've got like a little bit left, and it's sad. Hello, Beverly Farm. And Carol S. Hey, I hope I'm not missing anybody. I'm sorry if I am. Ice cream is soft food. Yes, Holler Homestead knows what's up. Soft food, ice cream. I love a dwarf goat, says Robin. I know, I need dwarf goats.
Okay. 1 year at a time.
I know. Hey, Lone Star. Awesome. Somebody earlier in the chat had mentioned that Robin says, I say cages for bunnies unless you want a ton of bunnies.
Great. So this is what we want to talk about.
Yeah.
Because
we're new to this.
I'm hoping they join. But Be Not Slothful is a channel that we've been enjoying, and they do bunnies, and they're trying the colony method, which I'm super interested in, but I'm super worried about having, you know, a boatload of bunnies.
Yeah.
And I don't want a boatload of bunnies.
I know. The kids think that these 7 babies are going to be 7 friends forever, and they're not.
No.
So we've got some.
We want to, you know, hopefully we've got some more experience out there tonight that could shed some light on this. You know, like there's got to be a way to do a colony and control them.
Yeah.
You know, I hate the idea of having a male bunny just caged up all the time, or anybody caged up all the time. So, but
I kind of like the more free. I don't know. I like bunnies to just do their thing. You know, I don't know. It's hard to see any animal just caged up all the time.
Yeah.
But you need to have some control over it too.
Yeah.
So, suggestions?
We came across the channel. There's a guy in Logan, Utah, which is close to us. That I can't remember his channel.
Ben Goodson, is it Goodson? I think.
Sounds right.
Ben Goodson, I think is his name.
He's got several videos on raising rabbits, and so we've kind of been chatting with him.
And he does cages.
Just cages. So, you know, we're
7 buddies, 7 dinners, says Beverly Farm. Oh, how funny. And then Holler Homestead, they have a good argument for us. They says dwarf goats don't count because they are so small. It's just like adding more chickens, so you might as well get them now. See?
I don't know.
You know, I do have some concerns about being tied down to the homestead with a milk goat. I do want one really bad. We left out of town last week, and Jonah's brothers were awesome and came and stayed with us. But adding a milk animal puts a whole new bag of worms on the table. So I really, really do want to do it, but we'll see what we can. We'll see what we can.
We're definitely not ready yet for that kind of a commitment.
And Beverly Farm, now back to the bunnies, is keep the males and females separate. And that's kind of what I've heard, is to let the male out into the colony, if we do colony, for the breeding, and then put him back in.
Yeah, and I guess, so our plan is, we're really leaning towards a colony. And our plan is to fence off the east side of our house over here, because it doesn't get sun most of the day. It gets sun in the early morning, and then it's shaded a lot. And I want to fence off that area, which is probably about a 20 by 20 square section of grass that I no longer want to mow or have. So it'd be great to get rid of that.
Make it useful.
Fence that off and let them do their thing there. I guess we could segment off sections and have the males on one end and females on the other. Somebody
did say, though, you can't put 2 males together, they'll fight. So I think the plan is to really only have 1 buck and then have the does.
I think Beanox was talking to us about that.
I think so.
Culling your males when they get to a certain age.
I think it's 16 weeks. You're supposed to let them grow out for 16 weeks, as far as my understanding goes. If you do any longer than that, then they'll breed each other, which you don't always want that.
The males will breed each other?
Yeah. Don't fight. I'm in 2 worlds. I'm in the chat and chatting with you. Carol S. says, no channel, just years of raising rabbits. No idea about colonies, but catching them seems like it would be a big pig roundup. Oh, those pigs. That's a whole nother conversation. Oh, they kept getting out again while we were gone. They kept getting out for the brother-in-laws. And so we're having some issues with the electric fencing. So right now they're just purely in their little home, and they're not real happy.
Yeah, so quick detour from rabbits. And Beverly, wire floor. Yes. So I want to fence it off, and I know that they're going to dig and they're going to tunnel, and we want to plan for that. We're looking into what options will work great for keeping them in a certain area. Quick detour on the pigs. So the pigs, you saw the pig roundup, I hope.
If you check it out.
Watch it. We're so tired of rounding up pigs, but the problem now is it is so dry that the electric fence, you know, so the electric wire that I run around is charged, and then it relies on connectivity between you and the ground back to a ground rod. It's so dry that there's no moisture in the ground, and so it's not, you know, you can grab that wire right next to the charger almost, and you don't feel a thing. And so the pigs just walk right under the wire once they figure that out. And so
I did bribe the kids today to touch it.
Did you really?
To see if it worked. I did.
You saw me grab it.
I know, but like after
Maybe
the
it
little bit of a
changed?
rainstorm,
Oh,
I
yeah.
thought maybe it had changed, and so I did bribe Missy and Sam to touch it.
So
Andy Rupert's asking, do you take rabbits to freezer camp? That really might be a possibility.
yeah.
Yeah.
Sam, plug your ears.
I know.
We probably will.
Don't tell Sam.
I mean, we will.
Yeah.
We don't. One of our rules is not to. We don't want to raise pets. You know, we've got a dog. He's a pet, and that's enough.
And I don't always like him.
So if we're raising it, it's not going to be a pet. It's going to provide some service to us. You know.
Yes.
So
Yes.
so if we're going to keep rabbits, we're going to use them. We're not going to keep them as pets, right?
Right.
I mean, the mom and dad could be.
Right.
You know,
And we probably want to get more does, and so we can enjoy. And what's really fun is to enjoy them, and enjoy them. And then when they get big and they don't let you hold them, then they can serve us in different ways.
now this will probably be the hardest the kids will have seeing an animal go to freezer camp
Yeah, I think it will be hard for me
because
too.
they've been so attached.
Yeah.
But it's a good experience, I think, for them.
Michelle Cutler saying you can have more than one buck together.
Oh.
So, but then other people, I saw it earlier, I should say who, they had said that one will castrate the other one. So I don't really know. We've got some research to do. Michelle says, how deep is your rod? The farther you go in, the better your
I've got
ground?
two. Yeah, I've got two rods of rebar. I can't remember if they're 3/4 inch, probably smaller than that, but they're one's like 4 feet long, the other one's probably 5 feet long, and I've pounded them in so they're only sticking out about 6 inches, 8 inches maybe. So yeah, I've thought about that. Maybe I need to go deeper, add more rods. I don't know, but the top layer of dirt is so dry. I wonder if even that would conduct electricity. I need to do more research on it. The fact of the matter is they're going away soon, and
Yeah.
I don't know how much energy I want to put into it. Although I do have a hard time seeing them, penned up out there.
Yeah.
So
And
I
they're
might play with
eating
it this weekend and see what happens.
They're eating the feeders.
I mean, rebar's pretty cheap. I can go grab another rebar, stick it in the ground, and see what happens. So I'll probably do that.
Diversified Acres is here, and they said they can't hear us. So that's that.
Can everyone else hear us?
Can you hear us? If you can hear us, Diversified Acres, they are the pig experts. Tell you what, you want some entertainment, you head on over to their channel. Diversified, put up the name of your video that has gone viral, and people are amazing.
You could have an entertaining night just reading comments.
He does a pig slaughter video very humanely. He does a very good job, but boy, the people come out of the woodwork. So if you want entertainment, head on over there.
But no, he's got a good instructional video on pig slaughter.
Lone Star says they can
among
hear
others.
us just fine. So
Sorry, Diversified. I don't know what your problem is.
then Carol S says, way easier to process than chickens. Also, it looks like Beverly Farm said the same thing. Chickens are hard to process.
Well, they are a lot of work.
With their feather, and we've done turkeys 2 years in a row, and I can't
They're a
tell
lot of
you
work.
the hours we've spent out there plucking.
So I am looking forward to getting my hands dirty, taking care of a rabbit. Obviously, I don't like to kill anything, but you got to get past that.
Yeah.
But I'm interested in doing some things with the fur, the pelts, So when I find time, that's on my list of things to research on projects for that kind of stuff. So.
And we did win Be Not Slothful. They're a great channel. They have a rabbit colony system set up, and we won their 1,000 subscriber giveaway. So we got a flashing kit. So it's really going to help us,
Yeah, there's an instructional video.
On how to take care of the furs.
Yeah. So I'll be watching that this weekend. Really looking forward to this upcoming vacation.
Duckhead Homestead, thanks for joining. And Benjamin Bagley, he says, I live in a dry area and we have to dump water around the ground rods every few days for our electric fence.
Oh, okay. I thought about trying that. I'll have to try that.
On a hopper popper. What's a hopper?
Yeah. Beverly Farm. What's a hopper popper?
Oh, to dispatch the rabbits. Okay.
Oh. What does it do? Like pop their heads off or? Not.
Emma's dying from the other room.
I don't know.
That's fantastic.
Oh, yeah. So I know that copper's so stinking expensive, but good point. I mean, we're having trouble, so maybe I just need to fork out the money and get a copper rod. You know, I've thought about going down into a city.
Michelle says copper too, best conductor.
And going through one of these suburbs that's, you know, newly constructed, because they put like these copper ground rods in while they're building it for their, you know, and then they trash them. So
dumpster diving.
I don't know. We'll see.
Awesome. And is it Deanna Teal? I hope I'm saying your name right. Thanks for joining us. She says she's just recently found us. And
thank you.
Thank you. And they, we raise silver fox, and they produce a good amount of meat, and we're learning to use the pellets as well. So we have no idea what breed these rabbits are. They were living under my sister's house. My sister caught them. We brought them home. We have been told they are a meat rabbit.
Yeah, by a couple people that raise rabbits, they said that's a meat rabbit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wish we knew exactly the breed, and maybe they're just a mix of a bunch of different things. So.
They were pets at one point from a neighbor, and then they got out, and they were living under my sister's house for a good year.
Under her deck.
Under her deck. And so we brought them home, and still trying to figure out what we're doing with them.
Makes long story. Yeah, yes. So I think we're definitely going to do the colony thing. You know,
just Brian Pierwick, thank you. I hope I said your name right. Thanks for coming. He's always got great advice for us. You know, when he's a wealth of knowledge. We appreciate that.
I'm assuming you're some kind of farmer, or used to be. I don't know, but you seem to know what you're talking about. I appreciate all the advice you've given on the pigs and stuff in the past. So thank you.
Okay, so look it up. You put their necks in a pull down. I'm guessing that's the head popper thing we're talking about.
So I've seen videos on dispatching a rabbit that way, and
the head does stay on. I must break their neck.
So I think the way I'm leaning towards is just a 22 to the head, but we'll see what happens.
Oh, dang it. They're diversified. Looks like they're at a hotel, and their Wi-Fi says excellent, but no sound, and it's freezing.
I'm so sorry.
Dang it. Grew up on a ranch. Brian Currick grew up on a ranch.
Okay, makes sense.
Yeah, that does. He really has got great advice for us.
We're from Beverly asked where we're from. We're from Utah originally. We're in Idaho right now. Southeastern Idaho.
Hotel Wi-Fi is the worst. I agree.
Anyway, so yeah, the colony. I like. We're gonna try raising rabbits in a colony. It'll be an experiment. We're gonna do videos on it. I don't want to take away from. Oh gosh, I just was talking about them. Be Not Slothful, because they do rabbit too. They got some great rabbit videos, so you know I don't want to take away from them or compete with them, but at the same time we're really enjoying rabbits. I really like the idea of how efficiently they produce protein for you. Very little goes in, you get a lot in return. Everything that I'm reading and seeing, so. You know, and rabbits kind of just fell in our lap, but we're never planning on rabbits.
No, I went to a birthday dinner at my mom's house, and they were in a little live caught cage, and like, you want to take these home? I'm all, I don't even think I told Jonah I was bringing them home. Carol S. says a 22 will work, then bleed them out, and that's kind of what, quick and easy.
I don't know.
Yeah, or Brian's also saying grab the ears and hind legs of the whole heart. This all sounds really sad.
I think that's the part that about that kind of killing that bothers me is the
hands-on. I don't know.
But at the same time,
I want to learn these skills. You know, because if you're out in the wild and you can catch a rabbit, you know, we're getting really good at catching pigs. So, you know, if you can snare something and know how to dispatch it humanely, you know, in an emergency type situation, you know, I think it's really good to learn, even though it makes us sad. It's food. You gotta have food.
Yeah. Hey, Daisy King Farm, thanks for joining.
Yes. They have a fun channel they've started. So everybody go out, check
really?
out Daisy King. Yeah, they have sent us. They sent us the broom corn.
Oh, cool.
That the pigs ate. I think we have some popping up. We might have enough to grow a broom. We'll see.
Awesome. Thank you.
Hey, Whitetail. Thanks for dropping in, even if it's for a bit. We love it.
Yeah. So.
And thank you, Miguel. I hope I'm saying names right. If I don't, please forgive me. I'm pretty special.
So are we gonna think about?
No. How can a rabbit be worse than when you slaughter your pigs? Because we're not personally doing the pigs.
Yeah.
We're taking the cheating way out, I guess, if you want to say it.
But even with pigs, I would do it. Diversified showed us, and
yeah,
bullet to the head. It was pretty instant.
Yeah. Oh, it was. It was very humane. But I mean, he did suggest if we do that to put down a pile of roses. Oh, people are funny.
So yeah, do you think we're gonna start breeding another batch of rabbits?
I know, that's what I'm
Because
wondering.
we gotta get a perpetual thing going.
Yes, because they are almost 6 weeks old, and I know rabbits can breed after a week, but I'm not gonna do that to a mom. And so they're almost 6 weeks old. I don't think I want to rebreed until we have the setup we want.
You're right.
Ready.
Yeah, definitely.
Because we had these babies, and we really thought that we could get something up by the time they were born. But with Jonah's work schedule and life, we didn't get.
It happened yet.
Yeah, it hasn't happened. So I just don't want to take on more. We're learning so much with the bot flies. We know what to look for next time.
Yeah.
And we know how to stop it right away.
Yeah.
So we really are learning. Doing a good job. We're doing a good job. I didn't mean to say that. The Holler Homestead. So the killing is the hardest part. It never gets easier, but it's worth it to feed your family good food. And we've talked about that. Did I say something wrong?
No, you're fine. Go ahead.
So it's Diversified just got sound. Thanks for coming.
Yeah, we want to raise them for meat.
So we've noticed after you kill something, it's really interesting how quick it turns to food in our minds. Once it's gone, then okay, this is what it's meant for. Anyway, rant over. Go ahead.
No. Well, on that point, like with the turkeys, I really like turkeys. They're dumb birds, and I really hate them until they get to a certain age and they look pretty and they start chasing the dog.
Oh, that's funny.
And gobbling, and even that gets annoying. But I like turkeys. But every time that I've had to, it comes slaughter time, it's hard. It's really hard. So far we've done it 2 ways. We've shot them in the head, and we've cut the throats and let them bleed out. And I usually start the first one by cutting them, and just that first cut, it's really hard to make that switch in your brain to, you've got to do this. This is meat. But once that first cut's made, and that life, and you feel the life go out of that bird after a few minutes, it's over. At that point, it's just you're processing meat. So.
And I think it gives you a deeper respect for your food and your kids.
Sure.
So when we have a dinner and they don't finish their meat, that doesn't get wasted. I either make them finish it or we save it for later.
You realize something gave its life for you.
Yeah.
So
it's very emotional. And last year when we sent the pigs to freezer camp, it was really difficult, I don't know, it wasn't hard to eat it, but I just had a deeper respect. It was emotional, more emotional than I thought it would be.
Oh, Connor, I agree. When it gets easy, that's when you gotta worry.
That's so true. That's so true. And I was going to respond to somebody else. And
I wasted a bullet using an axe.
Beverly Farms, thanks. I'll check the email.
My accuracy with an axe is far worse than my accuracy with a gun.
Yeah.
I'll say that, and that's sad. But
and I don't know. I just would think
maybe I'll try
an axe would be more messy. I don't know. I guess not. I mean, the projectile of the bullet. I guess we don't really need to get into that. But
yeah, maybe I'll try it.
We'll do it for you, Brian.
I know Ryan Hunkinson, good friend of mine. I know he did that growing up once, which was a traumatic experience for him. He has a good story about that.
Daisy King Farm. The only dispatch we didn't feel bad doing was the lavender or Orpington brew that was straight from where. Yeah, we've had one of those.
I don't get it.
Rooster from down under.
Oh. Yes, I've.
Oh, on the turkey. So the axe on the turkey.
Yes,
Okay.
I saw that.
Okay, great. Yeah, and I think the bullet to the turkey was more that we were tired. We didn't want to catch it. We didn't want to hang it upside down. It was just, let's just get this done, you know.
Yeah, so was it just the one turkey we've done with the bullet?
I think we did, no, we did the ones last year, too, because we were, your arm, he had shattered his arm, and, you know.
I thought we've always sliced their throats except for the one that I remember.
I think last year you shot 2 last year.
I shot 2 last year and cut 1.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Anyway, raising turkeys. I think raising turkeys is awesome. If anybody hasn't tried turkeys, you should. We've got a lot of meat out of turkeys.
Yeah, yeah.
With very little effort.
And we mix our own chicken food, and so we've done it with the turkeys too. Just fed them what we feed the chickens, our own little mix of stuff, and they grew huge. I mean, they were too big, and we had 30-pound turkeys.
Yeah, we need to slaughter them earlier.
And then I ground we eat a lot of ground turkey, and so I ground up with my little KitchenAid attachment. We did a whole. What did we get? 17 or 18 pounds of just ground turkey to put in the freezer out of. Two birds. I don't know. It was really great.
And we eat a lot of turkey meat, ground turkey meat too.
So and then Jean says I had to use an axe to dispatch 43 chickens when I was 22.
Wow. That's a lot of work.
That is. Hey, little mountain ranch.
Welcome.
Thank you for coming.
Joining.
In the diversified in the past with rabbits, I found it is easiest to snap the neck with a pellet pistol to the back of the head, quick like the pig and not a mess. Bleed as well.
Yeah.
Whack 'em, stack 'em, pack 'em.
So one of the problems we've been having with the bunnies recently, with the heat wave that's hitting, is that they're stressing.
Yeah, and it's warm. We say heat wave for Idaho. I guess it is a heat wave. What are we? I think we were at 90. We're in the 90s. You know, and so I know Holler Homestead was saying they're like 115. Gross. They're in California. Gross.
Get up here to Idaho.
I know. Come on. So, but we are having dehydration issues. I read that bunnies don't salivate. Normally. But if they're dehydrated, they will. And so we're having some problems with that. So suggestions: we are putting frozen water bottles out there with them. I'm a nerd, and I took the fan out there, and I have the fan blowing on them. Not that it's doing much good. You know, we're trying to give them fresh water, so it's not warm water. I mean, I wondered if we should get some wood or blocks and put the cages up on, like, just lift them up just a little to kind of get airflow underneath.
That or we make time next week
just to get the burrows in
and get our fencing in that we need to let them start digging. Yeah.
I'd like to do the bucket burrow system so they can go in the buckets and not dig all over. I know they will dig anyway, but I don't know.
But the idea is if we give them a burrow, then there'll be less digging. And Peanut Slothful's doing that, the bucket burrow system. So I'd like to try that.
Really fun. Freeze water balls and never mind.
Yeah. So
airflow underneath is a plus, says Daisy King Farm. So maybe we really need to, until we can get the.
Yeah, we should do that. In fact, we should go out tonight and do that.
Yeah.
Just to.
Well, and then the droppings will go through and not pile, and that can cause disease too.
Yeah.
So. Awesome.
North side of the house.
Wet the ground for
them. That was what I was thinking, was moving them to the north side of the house, because it's almost always in shade.
It's just we gotta.
It's part of it. It's close enough to the house.
That's true. Kind of over where we had the horse trailer, and is that?
No,
is that
north is that way. Front of the house.
There's just close to the house is where I've got my herb garden going on. Well, my dirt garden, and so I just struggle. There's not a real great place to put them there. Yeah. We need to look into it.
All right. Well, so we'll get them off the ground, get more airflow. I like that idea, and then we'll add that to our list next week. We'll make a schedule to put the fencing in for the rabbits. We really need to get serious about it. It's getting close to where the pigs are going to go to freezer camp.
July 18th.
July 18th.
No more chasing pig videos.
That responsibility will be gone. Yeah. So then I think we'll focus more on the rabbits and you know, before we breed again, I really want to butcher one and see if we like the meat.
And even decide if we're going to do it. I don't want to
Yeah.
just keep rebreeding and be like, oh, we'll have bunnies all over. And then
If we don't think it's something we can do, then we'll sell them off.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I want to go through all the hassle and expense of building.
I know.
If we don't know we're going to keep them.
We just need to find a rabbit from somebody else.
So,
who wants to give us rabbits?
And I promised starting homesteading they could have a couple of these rabbits.
Yes.
So,
yes. So maybe we want to rebreed. I mean, we could always sell them to people. They're very well handled. They would make great pets.
But still, before I go through the hassle of building an enclosure or whatever you want to call it.
Awesome. Daisy King Farm says they'll send us a picture of their setup later.
Oh, cool. Thank
you.
And
their setup super cheap.
Awesome.
We like super cheap.
Yep.
Awesome.
Yeah. So.
Awesome.
How old do they need to be before you slaughter them?
Rabbit is better than chicken. Yeah, do we know? I've heard 16 weeks is the slaughter time. Rabbit people? When do we slaughter? Do you like chicken? You'll love rabbit. We eat a lot of chicken. I think Jonah's sick of chicken. We do eat a lot of chicken.
We do eat a lot of chicken.
We did have Chex cereal for dinner tonight. It was gourmet at its finest.
5 pounds. So when they hit 5 pounds, huh? Okay. That's a good, we could do that. We have that thing we use to measure the turkey weight.
Yes, yes, we do.
Should work.
Mm-hmm.
What do you got, Sam?
Text Craigslist for pet cages. We were given some really nice rabbit cages.
Yeah, by a local friend.
From a local friend. So it was really great. So we do have 2 rabbit cages that can be sectioned off into three separate areas. So it was really great to have those. 12 to 15 weeks for the breeds they have. This is Carol. All right, Little Mountain, thanks for coming. Sounds like you've got to go. 12 to 16 weeks or 4 to 6.
California or New Zealand breeds.
Oh.
Yeah. I wish I knew what breed they were.
I know. So, super well-tempered. Like, really, really well-tempered.
Maybe somebody online right now could tell us.
Mama's got this little tuft of hair. Daddy's golden. And Mama is really about his same color, a little less golden. I don't know if color matters. So, hey, Angie's Pantry. Thanks for coming in my sing-song.
Hey, Ryan, did you ever raise rabbits? If you're still on here, I think you are.
Flemish
anyway.
Giant and Carol has Flemish Giant and New Zealand crops.
Ryan's done like everything in the book with every animal that I know. So
that one looks almost like a flop mix. Is that just like a runt? Not a runt. Is that just like a stray dog?
Mm-hmm.
The backyard special. Fluffy Wabbit.
I think this is the kids' favorite, right?
It is.
Because he or she's got the golden in the hair.
And the inside of the ears are like cream.
Are they all this soft? I haven't really messed much with them.
Yeah.
Hands on.
Yeah, they don't all have.
Boy, that would make a good lining for some shoes or something.
I know.
Stay soft, little guy.
I know. I mean, the fur.
For shoes.
It could be really neat to utilize the pelts. You know, I think the first batch is what's going to be hard to emotionally get over. But I think like with the pigs, when they're tiny and they're cute, you know, they're tiny and they're cute, and you're thinking, oh, how could I ever eat that? And then they get bigger, and you're like, seriously, we're done. So I'm hoping we'll kind of get to that emotional spot that, okay, adult rabbits really don't love to be loved on. And so I'm really hoping we can separate that emotionally. And
they don't love to be loved on? They let it, the kids hold them all the time.
They hold them, but I mean, they get nervous and they scratch to get down, and then you should see Sam's chest. He looks like he's been in a bar fight. He's got this 3 scratches from Wolverine Bunny right here. So, you know, they're just not like I think they tolerate being cuddled. I don't know. Maybe you guys know different, but they tolerate it, but I don't think they thrive on love.
This is the most friendly.
Yeah, is it really?
Yeah, this is one of
Okay, Ryan says they had rabbits for a few years.
We have 7 babies.
Yeah,
right?
7 babies and the mom and dad.
Adult male and female.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the second batch of babies for this female. The first batch died somehow.
Yeah, when we brought him home, we didn't know she was pregnant. And I think 3 days after we brought her home, she delivered 11 kids. They were all dead. I don't know if she killed them because she didn't feel safe in her environment, because she and Papa Bunny were in a small dog kennel. I don't know if it's likely he killed them so he could rebreed.
A couple of theories on that.
And I know she's probably had other litters living under my sister's house, because she came to us with one baby that our awesome dog played with. So I know she's an excellent mother. And so, you know, if we are going to breed, I wish I knew how old they were, but I mean, she's been excellent. And yeah, Bob Hale says the bunnies are sure getting big fast. I know, they're almost 6 weeks old and they are huge. I mean, even just in a week, we had a picture of one cuddled in a cute little thing, and it's already way out of that.
Yeah, is the mom and pop very friendly?
Yeah.
So if you guys are going to get attached to them, get attached to those. They're not going anywhere soon.
So how many rabbits we have now, says Brett? We have 9. Nine.
Yeah, so we covered that.
Sorry.
No, it's okay.
Our breeders are like pets. They get out weekly and stay right with us around the farm. That's fun. You know, I think somebody else had mentioned Lionhead.
So someone else told us that J00 is king of rabbits as well. We need to check him out. We just haven't. We do.
And I did watch, somebody had mentioned earlier to watch the Justin Rhodes, was it Joe Salatin? He went.
Yeah.
And I did watch that, and it was good information.
Yeah.
But,
yeah.
So.
I'm kind of burned out with Justin Rhodes right now.
Do we dare say that?
Oh, good channel though.
They are good. They are good. I love his energy. His cute kids. They're so fun. Awesome. Thank you, Carol. She says it was really fun to watch you guys go through the learning curve, brings back memories. You know, I think we like to just jump in with both feet and figure it out as we go. I don't know. I think
always the best.
Yeah, I think sometimes more.
Some people learn better that way. We tend to.
Oh, dang it.
Yeah.
Looks like an American fuzzy lop. They get about 3 to 4 pounds.
I think our best option is going to be to look at the adults and compare them to the different breeds out there.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah. Looks like Daisy King.
What?
She says I actually met him in May. His
Bring a different one in.
Feel like velvet. I'm assuming that you met. Is it Janello? His rabbits feel like velvet.
Janello? J00?
Yeah.
I don't know how I just call his channel J00. But anyway, that channel.
Oh yeah, the King of Rabbits. So she did meet him. That's really cool. I know.
Yeah. We
really want to get a hold of this local guy, Ben Goodson, and we've reached out to him, and he is wanting to do some kind of a collaboration. We just haven't gone to the next step.
See you, Michelle Keller. Good luck.
Oh, rest.
Thanks for joining.
Thanks for coming.
John with J00.
Thank you, Daisy. You know, rabbit tastes like chicken. That's what we've heard. We've heard it's a little drier of a meat, but I love, love, love to do bone broth, and so I would really love to utilize the bones too, not just the meat. I think it could be a really, really good thing. I have heard too that rabbit meat is the most the cheapest way to raise meat. That's more
right.
No, I don't know what I'm trying to say.
Right, doesn't take a lot to feed them, and you get a lot of protein in return. They're very lean, high return. So. Okay,
Jill says, just came. Can you advise me? I don't like chemicals, but it is overwhelming to keep weeds under control. Yes.
Hey, so I wanted to do a video on that. I was going to, for our weed control, which I'm not doing a good job of right now. I've got a propane torch that I go out there and you just wilt the leaves of the weeds and they die off. It's chemical free, you know. Yeah,
Daisy King Farm says, Jill, get a goat, haha, or a flame weeder.
Yeah, or a goat.
Yeah.
But not everybody can do goats. I mean, there's no way we would have done a goat in Syracuse.
No.
In our own subdivision.
No.
I guess we could have, but I'm pretty sure neighbors would have turned us in.
They were so strict.
Yeah.
They were not nice.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. So we have done some chemicals, but we really prefer not to. You know, we have a noxious weed problem. That the state gave us some free chemicals. but
yeah,
we did that the first year.
Take care of them, but last year we did the torch, and I just haven't had time to do it yet. But I really like how effective it is. Go out there and you just quickly go over. You just need to wilt the leaves a little bit. It's enough to kill them off. So.
Thank you, Beverly Farm. Thank you. We'll check that out. Lone Star. Haha. It says goats. You kid? Sorry, bad pun. Yeah.
Bull rabbits in the grocery store. Really? That's interesting. You know, another thing overseas that you see a lot of that's not as prominent in the States is goat meat is really popular in Europe and in places like that. I think it's gaining popularity here.
Mm-hmm.
And we did get some goat meat from Jensen Milk and Honey, but we didn't try it yet.
Yeah, it's still in the freezer, so we definitely
want to try that.
Yes, I have no problem trying it. We just haven't yet, so we really want to. Carol S says, if it is as dry as you say right now, I'd beware of tiger torching weeds. Yes, it is so
Good
dry.
Point.
We, the fields just got cut, so they've got baled alfalfa. I would just be, would be so sad to, we're not going to start a massive fire.
Yeah, definitely going to use some caution there.
Yes. Yes.
And which is a good point. I wish I had been more diligent earlier on and caught them when it was wetter and they were starting out. I could have taken care of a lot of problems.
CBW Mama, thank you for coming. Get some rest.
Yeah. So.
Thanks, Jill. Appreciate your support.
Around this time of year. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we've got bands going on around this time. We usually do too. But. So yeah, and 4th of July coming up, fireworks. I'm super nervous to do any kind of firework with all the hayfields around us. Everything is so dry right now. Which is crazy because we had the wettest winter, spring in a long time.
Flooding. You check out that video. We had some. I mean, the road washed out. Our whole road. It was insane, and now the creek is completely dry.
Bone dry.
So it is so sad, and the pigs were running around in their enclosure earlier and just dust plumes. So I got the hose and I was spraying them down. They were some happy pigs.
Yeah. I think earlier Ryan mentioned they wanted to come see us.
Come on over.
So yeah, we'll get together and schedule some time.
Yes, that would be great. And
hey, let me see that bunny, Sammy.
I don't even want to murder saying your name. Is it Luana Bassett? Thanks for coming. She says hi. So late, it's okay. We're hanging.
So here's another one.
Carol S., thank you. Thank you for coming. Have a great evening yourself.
Not as fluffy looking. So we've got black and grays, right? The two different babies.
Yeah, we have gray. So the one that was here earlier is the only one that has gold in it. Other than that, yes, we have. Is this black fat? Sam's called one of them black fat. So they're black and then plain gray. Do you want to go grab a gray one?
Well, we just saw the one gray. Oh, plain gray.
Got gold in it. So Daisy King Farm says that one looks more Rex.
Hey, Melody, if you're watching, you want one of these cute things.
Charlie and Rowan and Rigo need a bunny.
They're soft.
Oh, Angie's Pantry. I'd be not happy about that. She says people are already setting their fireworks off.
Really?
When Lone Star, you lived in Idaho and you left? Seriously? When I lived in Idaho, I was shocked at how much hay is grown there. Before I came up there, I thought all they grew was potatoes.
Right, yeah. My grandpa on my mother's side was from Shelley, Idaho, and they had a huge potato farm. Heard lots of potato farm stories. I thought the same thing until we moved up here. What
temps are we having here? 80s and 90s.
Yeah, high 80s, low 90s. And next week's supposed to be warmer.
Yay! Our poor grass. We went out of town, and it was already kind of struggling, but we went out of town, and the awesome brother-in-laws that stayed here, they did a great job, but I think the sprinklers didn't get turned on quite as much as they should have, and it looks pretty sad. But
which is fine.
But no animals died, so
I don't like taking care of grass.
Yeah. We want to get rid of grass. We're not grass lovers.
The onion capital? I hadn't heard that.
Huh. It's getting down to low 50s in Lowell, Michigan, and it gets really cold at night. I mean, it dips.
Which is one of the things we like, because we can open the windows at night, and it's awesome to have that cool breeze come through.
Oh, well, here comes Daddy Bunny. And a gray bunny. Here's Papa.
Okay. Is he gonna let us? Oh, he's so big.
Here's Poppy.
Here, bud. Take this guy.
It's a bunny party.
I got a great one.
Got him?
Okay, so Ryan says, haha, Charlie would love one as long as you keep it for us. That's not the deal,
You're
Ryan.
missing the point. They need the experience.
Rabbit is great in the crock pot with bacon.
It's a great one.
Dina, isn't everything good with bacon?
Looking forward to some fresh bacon coming.
Yes.
This is a girl. You know that?
Grizz!
Oh, great.
Grizz is in the house.
This one, this one is slow.
We got bunnies everywhere.
I know. Okay, he looks Rex too, says Daisy King Farm. Thank you. We have a Rex bunny.
What's a Rex?
Ouch! We're moving to Virginia in 2 weeks. Awesome, Jean. That is the cutest bunny. Oh, thanks, Jill. Oh, New Zealand. So, is he a New Zealander or a Rex?
He's a T-Rex.
He's a T-Rex. Okay, get rid of this. Be careful.
So, whoa. You're okay.
Some of them are more handleable than others. So I'm going to put him back.
You know, that's one thing that we got a lot of comments about in the beginning of the babies was everyone was like, don't handle them so much, you know, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, we got a lot of hate from touching the baby kid.
And we had a few people that we knew that said, no, it's fine. So we went with our gut and let them handle them, and they've been great.
Yeah.
Maybe we got lucky, I don't know, but.
Well, and you know, honestly, had they not handled those babies as soon as they did, we would have never seen the botfly infestation. Because I think it was, Sammy noticed that it was injured. We thought it was injured. That was a whole long story. You can check out the vlogs if you're interested in that. But we just really weren't sure what was going on. And then Emma saw something moving inside the wound. And so had we not handled them when we did, I mean,
we still lost them.
Too, but we could have lost more.
You think?
I do. I don't know.
Yeah, hard to say.
Because the one started, and then another one came down with it. I mean, so it was spreading. A wabbit. Awesome. They pay and you keep them. Sounds good to me.
Daneville, where?
Yay, Jean, you bought a 5-acre homestead. Good job. We're on 4. So you're one-upped us on that. Good job.
Yeah, of course, good. 5's great.
It's in New Zealand. Okay.
20 would be better.
Brain flops. I know 20 would be better. I don't know though. You'd have to take care of that. Awesome. I hope we're not missing any chat. If we've missed a question or a comment, just caps help draw the attention to it. Re-ask it.
So, hopefully soon. We did a video with Dirt Patch Heaven.
Yes.
We went up to her place and helped work on a outdoor shower
for her tiny house.
For her tiny house that they're doing right now. And she's supposed to be posting that on her channel sometime in the near future. I think she's trying to finish the shower. We didn't have time to finish it.
Weather was crazy, and we'd planned an overnighter. It didn't happen because of the weather. And so we just went up for a day, and she said that she'd finished. And she's been out of town, and she's had a few hiccups with getting it finished. But hopefully in the next week, I'm thinking that will be up. So make sure to check out her channel for that. She's so nice, and was.
Yeah, we had a great time up there, and it was really cool. I mean, she's a wealth of information on her channel. She's been on YouTube for a while now. I can't remember how many years, but she's got a lot of videos.
7 years? Does that sound right?
And you know, very much and one thing that she did a video recently on a scything, and I really want to get into that because I would love to go out there and take care of some weeds in that way.
Yeah, and a scythe doesn't take gas.
Doesn't take gas. You can sharpen the blade. There's no risk of fire. And blah blah blah. I think it would be cool.
Well, and you could utilize the grasses and stuff. Like if we were to scythe the pasture, we could feed it to the animals. You know, we could utilize that. So Angie's Pantry, are you doing any canning? So I grew up canning, and I've done a lot of canning. I have an autoimmune disease, Hashimoto's, that prevents me from eating any nightshades. So the only thing I'm really good at canning is tomatoes and peaches. When we moved from our previous home, I left my peach tree there, and I can't eat tomatoes anymore. So I really want to get into some fermenting. I want to get into some canning of different things. We do have some fruit trees here, but they're young. We haven't produced a lot. And so am I currently canning? No. But I have a lot of jars. I have a lot of supplies, and I know a little bit about it. So I do really want to get back into it as soon as I can. Luana says, do you do 4-H or FFA? We're not that cool yet. So hopefully soon. You know, moving into a new area. We've only been here 2 years. The first year, Jonah supermaned off his motorcycle and shattered his arm. And then I replaced both knees. So I really have felt like this is, even though we're on our 3rd year, we're starting over, you know, it's just
kind of really our first year of quote unquote normal life.
Yeah.
Or being able to do the things that we want to do.
Yeah. And so we thought about doing the calves in the 4-H program and haven't looked into it yet. So hopefully we can do that for next year. Pineapple relish jam. Yum, Angie's Pantry. That sounds good.
That does sound good.
And
I really miss the tomatoes. We grew great tomatoes.
yes.
And loved that we had them year round from the canning. We did a lot of peppers back then too.
Yes, yeah. I used to freeze all these peppers, and I just can't eat them. So last year's garden was peppers and potatoes and tomatoes. We even did ground cherries. They were so good. They're nightshade. So once I realized the reason for me being so sick was a nightshade allergy, I wanted to go burn the garden down. So because that's all that was out there, so I just let it all die. I was so frustrated. And so
yeah. And this year I think we took on too much this year, too quick. So our garden is really suffering.
Well, the pig, I got the garden in. I did it.
You did. That's true.
And the pigs, I cried.
That's my fault.
I was so sad. Is it Deanna? I want to say Deanna Teal says, between you and Art and Homesteading, I want to be your neighbors. I'm in West Maryland. I know. I want to be. I've joked with Art and Homesteading. I says, I'm just gonna, under the cover of darkness, come and raid your garden.
They have a beautiful garden.
They do. They're a great channel. You guys should check them out.
Yeah.
Awesome. So.
And I'm sure they'll share.
Okay.
They're gonna have an abundance.
Green Gables Homestead is going to ask about your amber necklace. Do you wear it for chronic pain? Yes, I love amber. Most of my kids wear it for different things. Missy wears one. She has had neck problems since she was born. So it's really helped her not need to go to the chiropractor as much. So it's been wonderful. So I'm a firm believer in amber. It doesn't make sense how it works, but it does. I mean, really, I'm a firm. We could go on about that for a while, but yes, I do wear it for chronic pain. It helps.
Revenge is coming soon.
Revenge. I
know. It will be a hard day at the same time.
It will. It will.
As much as they've caused trouble for us, we've enjoyed them more this year than last year. Last year was our first year, and they're fun.
They drive me nuts, but I sure like them.
I like them when they get about this age because they're not skittish or whatever.
They'll come over to you. They'll grunt at you. Pet my nose, please. No. I mean, their little personalities are coming out. Let's see. I missed. My daughter wants an Angora rabbit, says Cottage Keeper. Do you have any recommendations to keep it friendly and sweet? So this is, we had another rabbit for just a couple weeks, years ago. So this is really, we've only had rabbits for a few months. But I think the more you can handle them, the better. You do need to make sure they feel safe. Keep your hand underneath their feet. Rabbits are a ground animal. And so when you pick them up and kids want to pick them up and move them around, you know, it scares them. And then I think you get the bad behaviors of biting and different things and scratching. So we found if you keep them close to your body, keep your, hands under their feet, make them feel comfortable. Sam sometimes will get it and, helicopter it through the room. They don't like it.
He's got war wounds from the way he treats them too.
Yes, he does. So I think any advice, people in the chat would probably know way more than me, but I know just handle them, but make them feel safe.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I've missed some of the chat.
We're getting close to our hour mark. We like to keep these within an hour, so.
Oh, sorry, Diversify. They're having technical difficulties. Thanks for stopping by.
Thank you, Diversified. Appreciate that.
Wonderful words. Thank you.
We will get our revenge in July. Yes, we will.
I know. Revenge. But that also feels a little sad, too. I don't want to eat something out of revenge, but maybe I do.
You should do a video on your hashis.
Oh. Did somebody ask that? Did I miss that?
We just, I think with that, it's like, we haven't decided how to do it. Because we don't want,
Yeah.
I feel like just doing a video where you're sitting talking to the camera would be super boring.
And I
But then
don't want to be whiny either.
Yeah, and then how else do you do that? Maybe that's just the way we got to do it.
Yeah, so suggestions. I mean, if I was to do a video discussing my health issues,
And how you deal with
how
them.
would you like to see that, you know? Should I be baking something that would, you know, that I can eat?
And then back.
We'll have to take it more serious and come up with an idea. So, by the way, hey, for everybody that's watching, how did you like the reunion video? That video took me like 6 hours to produce, and I like the way it turned out. It was, I had over like 200 clips that I had to edit. Just wondering if I'm going down the right path with that, if it's if it was good or not.
And no joke, Jean, no joke. She says you're going to miss those pigs. You won't have anything to do without having to chase them all around the neighborhood. No joke. I was literally driving out of my driveway, and I thought, that is so odd. I only saw one pig out there. And I turned the truck around, and I was like, wow, I'm glad I didn't just head on my errands because they were gone. It was ridiculous. Okay. So they're saying yes, baking something would work, or just sit down and have a heart-to-heart. Okay.
We haven't tried the heart-to-heart type video like that.
We haven't. Yeah, Green Gables. She says, I have Hashimoto's too. Never realized I needed to stay away from nightshades. Nightshades can be an issue with Hashimoto's. Everybody's Hashimoto's is different. And so I know with me, I would just get buzzy fingers, and I could really, I was like, why do my hands feel like they're asleep? So there's just, I'll have to, if you want, email me. I'd love to chat more Hashis. I'm sorry you deal with that. But everybody is different. I'm kind of on a contamination binge, if you want to call it right now. I ate something at the reunion, I guess, and so I just get really tired, and it's really special. But I have to be very, very careful.
I wish it wasn't called Hashimoto's, because to me it sounds like a retarded name, like a made up. I don't know. I don't like the name of it. And people hear it and they're like, "Oh, okay.
That's weird. What do you mean? You made that
But
up.
it's for real."
Oh, Albany Mountain, thank you. Reunion vid was so good. Awesome editing.
Oh, good.
He does so good. He's
Thank
our
you.
awesome editor.
Appreciate that.
So how about a video in the opposite direction, says Bob Hale. What
Oh.
can you eat? Maybe more positives, interjecting some of the things you can't eat. That's
I like
a
that
great
idea.
idea.
Thank
I don't
you.
want it to be depressing. I mean, it can be depressing, but it's, you know, I went to Chuckarama yesterday for a family thing, and I paid a lot of money for a salad. But it was the company that was so fun. So fun to be there with everybody.
My dad calls it up Chuckarama.
I know. Awesome, Angie's. I'm sorry, you have fibro. I'm just going to do a video on the house soon. I deal a little bit with fibro as well.
No, that's not a bad idea. Sorry.
No, go ahead. I'm done.
You could do a live video talking about Hashimoto's.
Yeah, and we could kind of
Just like, let's
chat.
chat.
It's not a bad idea. Thank
You know,
you.
obviously
Yeah.
there's others out there that are dealing with it, so maybe they'll jump
And
on.
we can learn from each other, you know, in that regard. Is there anything else I can't eat with Hashimoto's? Quick rundown: no gluten, no dairy. I can do goat's dairy. I do well with that, but absolutely no gluten. I do really a lot better. That was terrible English. No grains. I do better paleo. So yeah, I'm very limited. But I feel better for the most part. I get in trouble with the spices. So eating something at the reunion, and it wasn't like I cheated. It was I ate some sandwich meat that has natural flavors in it. I don't know what that means. And so I'm pretty sure that's what killed me. So it's the sneaky stuff that gets me. It's not like I binged ate some donuts.
Yeah, Jill, I meant no offense by the name Hashimoto's. I figured it was Japanese or something like that, but I I don't know.
Yeah.
It just feels so foreign and weird to me.
Yes. So
But,
sorry, there
I
was
get it.
no. We weren't meaning to be disrespectful, so I'm sorry about that. Deckhead Home says, I really liked the reunion video. Thank you. I have a great side of family. That was my side of the family. Jonah has a great side of the family. It's great.
No eggs, right? Like you.
Oh, okay. So eggs, I'm not quite sure on. If I eat what we call a gooey egg, I feel weird. I just feel weird. But like I had some boiled egg on my salad last night, and I did okay. So it's just really, really hard to know. I'm still on the fence about eggs. I avoid them, but I don't know for sure if that's.
Maybe you should only eat like
I think
a little bit of an egg and see how that is going to fill up.
This is turning into a Hashi's video.
I know,
chat
right?
Instead of rabbits, but that's fine.
Yes, and Green Gables, I'm much better with no sugar. That's another thing I should say. Sugar kills me too. I mean, I really have to be careful with
It kills
sugar.
us all.
Yeah, sugar's a poison. It's awesome. It's a delicious poison. Oh, yes, Angie's. I'm sorry that you got that diagnosis today. No grains. It's hard, but their cassava flour is fantastic. There's tons of recipes on Pinterest.
I mean, it's the best.
good.
It's better than other stuff, but
There's
it's
a
still,
cassava
like,
flour flatbread that is out of this world amazing.
There's
So,
Okay, so it says you can make things cassava flour, like one with real flour, but it makes it really dry.
yeah. So there's a learning curve.
And like when you're making cookies,
An
it doesn't
adjustment.
rise as much.
So where do you get your grains
Cassava
for
flour.
sprouting grains? Just my local grocery store. They sell it in bulk. It's a big bag. I can't remember the name of it. Honeyville Farms is a, I don't know how widespread they are, but they have an outlet store about an hour away that I'm going to start buying my grains from them. Awesome. Gino Connor, they're doing the keto diet. I've heard a lot about that, but I haven't really looked into it. It's probably a lot of how I'm eating.
Yay, Dirt Patch is on.
Hello, Dirt Patch.
Thanks for joining.
You missed our little chat about you. We were talking all about you earlier.
How horrible the experience was up at your place, and how just dingy and gross it was, and nobody should live like that.
Oh my gosh.
Just kidding.
And she's never putting our video up.
Oh, bad timing. Totally kidding.
Oh, funny.
Seriously, for the amount of rocks that are in that
Oh
place,
my gosh, it was awesome.
it was amazing. Anything was growing, and there was a lot growing.
Yeah, we were trying to dig out the shower, and she's like, "It's a little rocky." I'm like, "A little rocky." This is insane. I mean, it was. She does an amazing job with what she has, and her goats are so cute. I need goats.
Anyway.
Awesome. Oh, Grizz, thank you. I'm not. Do we have to click something?
I don't know how that works, but
Yes.
that's awesome.
Thank you, Grizz. Appreciate that support. Awesome, Rosemary. Good night. Thanks for joining us. It's always fun when we have a good chat going on. And
Really fun.
oh, so Dirt Patch says our video should be up in the morning. It turned out fun. We are fun.
We're
right?
excited to see it.
We are so excited.
That was so cool to be in a tiny house like that. Like I seriously, if I could turn back time and do things over, you're probably different though, right? A tiny house, living in a tiny house.
No.
Does that appeal to you?
It does now. It would not have years ago.
Really?
Yeah. But I wouldn't mind. Like, I love where we're at. I don't want to change it, but you know,
what we can do.
the appeal to, you know, get out of debt, to downsize, to, you know, there is an appeal there.
You have the freedom
Yeah.
that you feel from that.
Well, I know what we can do to.
And it was so cozy being in your place. But anyway,
And put it in the backyard, and you can sleep in it whenever you want.
Missy wants a shed in the backyard.
Like a giant cabin kind of thing.
You could sleep out in your shed.
Yeah, Muriel's
Oh,
shack would be a good
that's
little.
another video we'll be able to get up next week, I think.
Yes.
Yes.
We've got a list next week of things to accomplish. Muriel's shack is high on the list.
Yes. It needs to be finished
And
by the end of the year.
well, hopefully it'll be finished next week. We got to make a trip to
By
the
the end of the
scrapyard.
year.
scrapyard to get some more lumber. Oh, that was another cool thing that, I mean, Dirt Patch had this really cool boneyard of used lumber.
Yes.
We need one of those.
Yes.
I don't know where she got it, but
I think Josh from the Central Mountain gave it to her. Yeah, Central Mountain Homestead.
I just watched Red Poppy go and tear down this. He took this hay barn had fallen down and took the tin and the lumber from that.
Ooh.
I wish I had contacts like that because I
know.
would be all over that.
Hey, anybody local have any structures falling over? I'd be happy to come help.
Yeah. Free lumber is awesome and it looks cool.
Yes, Dirt Patch says it was a Central Mountain Homestead. He has been working with Dirt Patch quite a bit, so you guys should check out his channel too. So
we're hoping to meet him soon
yes.
too. He seems like a really nice guy.
They've had really fun adventures. He posted on our
and I want to drive his tractor.
I know.
Or his whatever it is. Heavy equipment.
He commented on our reunion video. He said that looked like his backyard. I says we will be right over. So,
I think he's up in Island Park somewhere.
Yes.
Beautiful area.
Yes, for sure.
So
awesome. Well, any questions, concerns, smart remarks?
So we're gonna wrap it up, I think.
Unless there's some other questions that come in. But
yeah.
We'll give it another minute.
But just a few videos on the horizon. Muriel Shack's gonna be finished. Pigs going to slaughter. I think we'll make a cool video out of that. Spend some time on that one.
I hope so.
We're not going to slaughter them. They're going to a butcher.
Yeah.
So.
And you know, maybe next year we might take on the process of doing it ourselves. It's kind of a big job.
Yeah, last year I helped Trent
over at Art Homesteading
slaughter a boar that he had, and it was an all-day project. Well, one, because we'd never done it before, but two, and we didn't know what we were doing, so it took a lot longer. And but it was a huge boar and it took all day. So anyway, a lot of time commitment there, but we're going to go send him to butcher. We'll do a video saying goodbye. We've got Muriel's Shack. We're not doing this coming week.
We got to clean out our cisterns. We have a slow flowing well that flows into 1,000-gallon cisterns. That's Missy's favorite thing to do, is get in there and scrub those walls.
Yeah, so we've got to maintain those cisterns, keep them clean, and we'll try and make that interesting. What else we got going?
Okay, so Dirt Patch says, have you seen Farmstead Meat Smith? He is amazing for pig butchering and processing.
I think I have, and I totally agree. Like, I've watched that many times. In fact, after we butchered Trent's boar, I went out and started watching because I'm like, I want to get good at this. And so I would like to butcher my own pigs, and that's on my list of things to learn and do. And so maybe next year we'll save one and do ourselves. The people that we sold the pigs to, where I don't know what I'm doing with butchering. You know, I feel like it's in their best interest that we deal with a butcher.
Yes.
So.
And then they get the smoked, and they get what they want. They get it cut. It's, you know. Yeah. So I think for the people.
And I just don't have time to handle that many pigs.
For sure. Amy Vicky, she's my cousin. She's awesome. She does awesome live video. Thank you for coming. Jean says, what are your future plans for Artemis and Apollo? So honestly, we did not think they would both make it.
We really thought it was going to be a huge struggle, and we're totally prepared for them to not make it because we had heard horror stories, heard how hard and difficult it was, and so that was kind of like, oh my gosh, now we have 2 cows, and they're getting so big so fast.
We did too good of a job, you know. We almost lost Apollo, though. We did do a lot of research.
And vodka saved him.
Vodka, I tell you. Doug from over at Doug and Stacy, he calls me the drunk calf lady. But no, vodka was wonderful for the scours. We've got a video on that if you're interested.
Vodka, more importantly, like the bone broth mixture, I think that you did.
Bone broth, meat
Because the
meat
cases
pageant.
use that too and
Pageant.
help their cow, which I thought their
Yes.
cow looked like it was going to die more so than Apollo.
Yes.
Like, it looked like it was dead.
Yes,
Given
and
up.
he told me, he says she won't get up, she'll hardly lift her head. This is homesteading with the cases, and they did what we had done with Apollo.
Yeah.
And she pulled out of it, and she's amazing. But yeah, we've
So,
got 2 big calves.
So our plan, we're definitely keeping one for meat. We'll probably sell the other one off.
Yeah, either to family or we'll probably.
I've got some coworkers that are interested. So.
Yes.
And I don't know how long we'll keep them. I don't want to keep them through the winter because of the expense of feeding them. But
Thank you, Gene.
We'll see. So it'll be later in the year if we do butcher them.
Yes, we'll see how big they are at that point.
I've asked a couple farmers in the area, when can how early is too early to butcher them? And gotten a lot of different opinions on that, so we're still not sure how long we're going to keep them exactly.
And somebody at the feed store the other day says, "Oh, so you'll butcher them this fall?" And I was like, "Oh, I thought they had to grow a lot longer." I think from what I've heard is you can process them at any point. It just depends on how much meat you want on them. So I don't know.
At the same time, I don't want
to process a baby.
I don't want.
I don't know. I want it to be big enough that it looks like a cow.
And I don't know. I really don't know if we'll do cows again.
Yeah.
I don't want to.
I just don't feel like we have the
time.
proper setup to do it the way I want to. Like, enough land is basically the point. But so we might go with some like goats or.
What would love horses too.
So
sheep or something.
The calf.
I would love sheep.
Into the goat.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
definitely.
The goat pen, so we have to take it apart.
So I wish I had done a video building that calf pen, because we built it out of all recycled materials.
I thought we did do a video.
I didn't really. I kind of showed it after the fact, and I did a horrible job. So don't go back and watch that.
Don't watch the early videos. There's a learning curve in videos, and for sure. Awesome. I hope I haven't missed anybody or neglected anybody in the chat. It's hard to kind of manage both. Okay, what happened? I missed that about the cows. Sorry. I'm assuming about them being sick. When we first got the calves, they got scours really bad, and that's usually a calf will get scours, they'll dehydrate, and they'll die very quickly.
Yeah, death can come quick afterwards.
Yes, but we did some research, and you can go back and check out the vlog for better information. But we basically put it back. We basically got a concoction electrolyte mix that we made for ourselves instead of buying the packaged stuff.
And bone broth and some other things.
And he pulled right.
And we tried the commercial electrolyte mix, and it wasn't making a difference.
He wouldn't drink them. He got to the point where he wouldn't drink it, and it was red. And food dyes freak me out, and I'm thinking, okay, the calf doesn't care what color it is. Right. So that number one bothered me too. So Jean, thank you. She says I like your early videos. Thanks. So Beverly Farms looks like there you go. Night. Good night. Thank you for coming. So it was a really hard thing. We really thought we were going to lose Apollo, but I'm glad we have 2 of them. They keep each other company. I think they're better social. They're so sweet. You go out there and they'll just kind of lick you. I put on Instagram a week or so ago. I was out there, had John Denver playing. We were singing to the calves. It was just beautiful, wonderful place to be. So,
wrap it up?
Yeah, we're a little over an hour, so I think we'll call it a night.
Thanks everyone for joining us. Really appreciate it. Really love these interactive live videos. If you want to see more of them, leave us a comment after this gets posted to YouTube. If we get enough interest, maybe we'll make it a regular thing.
Yeah. So we won't be putting up a video tomorrow. This will be in place of tomorrow's vlog. And maybe we'll let the pigs out again and do another pig parade. Dirtpatch said that's been her favorite video. It's the pig parade.
Oh, nice.
And what's funny is that was not the vlog plan. I had a different plan for the day. And so I was out there on the 4-wheeler, and I was like, I don't have the camera, but I have my phone. So, sometimes the vlog content just comes from this crazy adventure that we call homesteading.
Thanks, Homestead. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Jean. Good night. Awesome. Yes, thank you. Thanks, Hollers. You guys are great. Everybody check out the Holler Homestead. They're
Yes.
fantastic.
Good family.
Yes.
Good vlogs.
Yes, yes.
And
Awesome.
with that, we'll bid you
Okay.
adieu. Good night, everybody.
Good night. It's always sad to leave.
Until
Thanks
next time.
again, Grizz. Thanks for coming.
Stop.